It's the vision board video. The last time I made a vision board was 2024. I always hear successful people talking about them, and I was like, so I can just put photos on a board and it can all come true? Don't mind if I do. But did that work out for me? No. I learned so much from my 2024 vision boards. And when I say boards, I mean boards. I did 3 of these, Johns. 1, 2, 3. I feel like most vision boards, they're messy. It's like a messy collage and you can't really figure out what's going on. And I didn't like that. I wanted a clean cut, really nice photos that I enjoyed on the board, which is what I have, if you can see. They're very massive photos. Did this need to be a whole photo right here? No. No, it didn't. This did not need to happen. But it's okay. I've learned, and I'm gonna make the new boards more of a collage, but still very cute and pretty. Something I want to look at. I feel like some vision boards I look at and I get really, really overwhelmed and I'm like, hold up. I'm afraid. There's too much going on. It's too much in my headspace. I need clean. Clean girl. I'm not clean girl. I feel like I'm the opposite of clean girl, honestly, but so much in my life has changed since 2024. So much on these boards have come true, okay? And something that was so crazy to me is I was looking at these boards. I moved to Australia and I put them in the closet. All right, I moved out of my college dorm. I moved to Australia just for study abroad and I put them in the closet. And things on this board came true in that time while they were locked away at my grandma's house in a random bag at the bottom of my closet that I had put them in, that I didn't even realize were on the board. And something like an example that sticks out to me is there's this plane, right? And it obviously is showing Europe and it has Italy and Germany as the 2 main countries with the plane going through Switzerland as well. This summer, I went to Germany to go see some friends and I just had this hankering. I had this like hunger. I had this premonition, this moment where I was like, you need to go to Italy. And I didn't want to fly. The flights were too expensive. And so I took a train and the train literally went from Germany through Switzerland, all the way to Italy. And I saw this on the vision board and I was like, I literally did that. Like I didn't take a plane. Obviously I took a plane to Germany and a plane out of Germany, but I went on the most beautiful train ride of my life. I saw Switzerland. Switzerland is the most beautiful country. Yeah. To get started first, we're gonna talk about things that came true on the vision board and mistakes I made with the vision board. If you don't wanna hear this and you just wanna see me making the new vision board, skip to this time, whatever's right here, I'll edit that in. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. Things that I put on this board that looked good, but I didn't really feel or have a intention with, did not come true at all, okay? Which I did not realize how ocean coded I had made these 3 boards until I was looking back and I realized, wow, a majority of the board is like me in the ocean, like there's ocean themes on all of them, or near the water, a house by the water, all these things. And that's my life now. And I never realized I was trying to manifest that. I always knew I liked the water, but I never thought I would be living near the ocean full time like I do now. And it's so crazy to me, especially this photo right here, like reading by the ocean, because now I have an entire friend group and we go to the ocean and we read books all the time, almost once a week. And we like have little picnics there and we're always near the ocean with picnic blankets, just like this photo. And I just put this here as like, oh, that would be cute. And now it's my life. And I think that's really, really interesting to me. And it was just something I noticed with the board. What's something I just put on here because it looks good? This Rolex, this pink Rolex.
I just wanna rollie with a dapper.
It just looked good. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I want a Rolex, I'll put it on the board. But there was no intention or feeling behind like, this is what I want my life to look like. Oh, how peaceful would that go to be in and buy a Rolex, or how nice would that be, right? That was not, there was never any of that. Let's talk about things that have come true on this board that were on the board. We'll start with this board. We haven't touched this board. First, the elephants. I met elephants in Thailand in June or July of 2024. It was such an amazing experience. I went to a sanctuary. They were telling me stories about these elephants, and I started crying because a lot of them had been abused, and there were elephants, like it was their choice if they wanted to be near people. There were certain elephants they wouldn't let near anybody, and it was such a beautiful experience, and I cried the whole time. The elephants are so intelligent, and I don't know, I just saw this on Pinterest and was like, yeah, let's slap it on the board, and then it happened. So this is really great. We're gonna peel this off. Check mark. I think I'm gonna make a board of everything that's come true, just as a memory board of like, this does work, and if you take action towards your goals, they can come true. Okay, a camera. I put a camera on this board because at the time I was filming my YouTube videos on my iPhone, and I was like, wow, how amazing would it be to have a camera and like a tripod, and I could just go around. And now I have a camera and I do film all the time, and I have a little handheld tripod, and I also have one that I use for videos like this. I'm using it right now. So this also is a success from this board. This also might be a 2-part video because I have dinner plans tonight, and I don't know how long this is gonna take to film. Okay, let me think. Okay, make your dream come true. I always wanted to live and work in New York City, and I had a New York City internship this past summer, 2025. It was honestly the best experience of my life. I met so many people. I had the greatest time. So this dream did come true. I'm gonna take it off. I would love to go back and live in New York, so I think I'm gonna take this off, and then maybe I'll put some more New York City photos in, or I'll reapply it to the board when I deem necessary. But for now, because it has happened, it's gonna get taken off. Okay, personally, this photo was just because it was cute. I don't think there's any meaning behind it, so this is getting taken off, along with this one, this one, this one. These just have no meaning. I mean, these are really cute bags. I would carry her around, but it's not meaningful. You can get material things and just put them in your closet and completely forget about them, so. Okay, also with this one, I did, in fact, get a boyfriend, which was really crazy. A lot of these also were about relationships. I didn't realize, like, here on this board, and there's another one over here with like glasses of wine on a sailing trip. We broke up. So all the relationship ones are going kerblat for now. That is not on my 2026 vision board at all. I think something that helps with vision boards, or something that I want to take into account for this year, is planning out like, this is what I want to do during this year, and maybe making multiple different plans of like, this is the absolute best that could happen. Knock your socks off, blow your mind, what could happen, and then create another one, or like, and I'm talking a timeline. Maybe put it all on the board, but have a timeline. So have like, this is the absolute best, knock your socks off, most amazing thing that could happen, timeline-wise. Second timeline. This is what I would be okay with this year. Like, these are the things I have on my schedule. Uni, work, internships, opportunities. And this is what I want those to feel like. And then maybe just 2 timelines. And then maybe a 3rd timeline of like a mix of both. Do not create a bad timeline. You don't want that, okay? Maybe create it. I don't know. If it makes you feel better, create it, but I would say don't create it. Honestly I feel like these boards made me feel bad about myself, because I would look at them and be like, well, why don't I have the Range Rover? Or why don't I have our Rolex? This is on my board. And like, it just wasn't ideal, and I didn't have an intention or a feeling about it. And I think these are better suited. Not to say you can never have a Rolex, or not to say you can never have a Louis Vuitton bag, and not to say money can't fall out of the sky or whatever. Believe in what you want to believe in. Have fun. And I think manifestation is really real and powerful. I've noticed that with this board. And I'll give you another example of that. But I also think asking yourself, what life do I want, and what do I see myself doing every day? And I think centering the board around that is very good, while also dreaming. Watch, we're gonna see all my photos and they're all gonna be crazy. They're all gonna be crazy. I've also found, I think, in terms of manifestation, all right? If you are an expert manifester, if you've never done it, something I've noticed is I can manifest experiences like that. But material things, not so much. It's easier for me to manifest experiences, so I feel like a majority of my board is like, this would be an amazing experience to have in my life, not a material thing. Okay, Singapore is on this board. I did an internship in Singapore in the summer of 2024. So these are on my vision board and I can take them off. Also, Sydney is on here as well, and I ended up going to Australia. So I can take all these off. I actually live an hour from Sydney and I was just there today. I love Sydney, Australia. It's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful to live in Australia currently. So let's remove these. This is so funny to me. There's a cruise ship here and I just met with a girl today who I knew from college who was on a cruise, and all summer this year I've been seeing cruise ships in the harbor. Like Australia's summer, so the US is winter. I've been seeing cruise ships in the harbor. I never realized this photo had a cruise ship until I took it off today. Some photos that are kind of meaningless on here are these two. I don't really know why they're on here and I'm gonna get rid of them. Also, Bella Hadid, not that Bella Hadid's meaningless. I mean, when in doubt, Bella Hadid. Emma Chamberlain even said that. But I don't really know why it's here. I think it's because I wanted better outfits, but I don't think I would ever wear this around campus or anything. Maybe I wanted to be like chic and cool. I'd have to go back to 2024 me, but I thought she just looked really pretty, as always, Miss Bella Hadid. And I love the Hadids, no shade to the Hadids, okay? If you're hating on Miss Bella Hadid, goodbye. Get out. There's the door. I love her, and I actually had a friend who used to model, and she met models who like had been on set with the Hadids, and they loved them. So no hate, no Hadid slander in this house. Okay, but time to remove her. Aww. Okay, fun fact, I used to run a business. Oh, she used to be a business owner, yes. And these are my bounce houses. And when I first got my confirmation that a vision board worked is I put these really cool balloon setups on my vision board because I wanted to attract like higher paying customers and I really wanted to get better at the balloon stuff. And you can go check out my old business at averiesinflatables.com. I'll show you some of my setups here. And I remember not even a month after I finished the vision board, I had a customer reaching out and they wanted a bounce house and we were booking in the bounce house. They booked this exact bounce house and they were like, yeah, it's a Frozen theme, and sent me this exact photo. It ended up that their budget didn't really align with what it was gonna cost, and that's totally okay. It was a great party, but that was the first time I was like, oh, maybe a vision board really does work. And I feel like with this photo as well, I remember coming back to look at this and I didn't even realize I had this photo on my vision board. I had no clue the plane was like touching these 3 countries, and to think like I went Germany through Switzerland to Italy, it just blew my mind. And I just think the vision board is incredible. So I really do think it can work. Manifesting can work. But I don't run that business anymore, so these have got to go. Bye, beach. I'm currently still manifesting my surfboard. Trust, I'll be in that water. Trust, with those sharks swimming around, woo, 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 I'll be in that water. I don't even care. I honestly don't think I care about waking up at 5 a.m. I know, shocking, right? Everybody successful wakes up at 5 a.m. Oh, maybe 6 a.m. is okay for me. No, I'll try it out for a week. New video, waking up at 5 a.m. per my vision board. It's new vision board time. But actually, I gotta check the time because I might have to go. Hello, I'm back. And welcome to part 2 of the vision board series. Basically, the photos, the half empty boards have been sitting on my floor for like a week, and I was like, okay, Avery, you actually need to figure this out and get this done. Oh, I forgot scissors. Okay, now I have my scissors. And I've just been staring at them. And I was like, ugh, I can't finish it because I'm going to film it. And I need to find the time to film it. And guess what? Today's the day. So, I'm back. I did my hair. I have no makeup on. Don't judge my skin. I'm on Accutane. I'm getting there. And we're here to figure this out. Essentially, this is the board I'm going to start with. And we're just going to talk about some of my New Year's goals. I'm excited. I really am. Okay, this is coming off. I think this is going to be Euro Summer Vibes board. Oh my god, I just sneezed all over myself. Okay. Let's find the Euro Summer photos. This is some affirmations. This is a little panther watch that I really like, or bracelet. Grease. Ooh. Slap it down. That's the Victoria's Secret show. Vogue, money. We'll put some money on this board too. Oh, how fun would like a road summer trip be? Oh my god. Greasy again. Grease. A nice little first class flight. Let's put it on the board. Okay, Bay's luggage. Maybe it can go on this board. It could be like a Euro summer thing. More monies. Okay, another airport sleigh fit with Bay's. Maybe I'll put this one on this board. And I'll imagine that it's, you know, a Delta flight taking me. White Fox. Put it on the board. For this Emirates first class flight, it needs to get cut. The Pinterest, it has to come off. I got this from Pinterest. I get everything from Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Oh my god, I'm gonna cut the pork. Oops. Basically, I feel like maybe vision boards, they don't have to come true in that year. But seeing how my last vision board worked, I was like, wow, this worked way better than I ever anticipated it to work. And I didn't even realize things were happening during, like, does it make any sense? Like, I didn't even realize. I woke up in the life my vision boards had on it, and I never even realized that I did. So I feel like it's good to make a vision board, and honestly, shoot for the stars. At least try for your dream, at least try to make something come true. And if it doesn't, you can at least say you put your best effort in. Okay. Euro trip. We got a little flight, we got little photos. Put some money on the board. Money. Money's going in the middle because it's the center of everything and the vehicle to get you to the places you want to go. I think. Because how are we getting to Europe without the dinero? We can't. Without the euro, we can't. I really want to cut this super fun, like little, like circles around it, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try. So we'll start with it in a circle. Oh, I already fucked up my circle. Okay. Oh, maybe it's not that bad.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Why does it look like that? Okay, let's try again. This happens every time I say I'm gonna be creative. I mess it up. Oh, wait, it kind of looks like a cloud. Okay, it's kind of ugly, but I kind of like it. I'm happy. Part 57, finishing the vision boards. Okay, I finished this one. My camera got out of storage, and I finished this one in the meantime, and I think it's so cute. I am obsessed with it. It is so oceany. It is so, like, I love the little, like, pop-outs, like the content creator, the little star right there, like, I am healthy and filled with energy. I am obsessed with this. Now, okay, and while I was clearing out the storage and charging the camera, I also cut everything up into little pieces for the vision boards. So, we are jumping right back in. I think because of my vision board I made 2 years ago that ended up like coming true, I guess, is the best way to describe it. I decided that it's better to have multiple photos of something that you want rather than just one photo and that's enough. So yeah, some of these photos kind of repeat themselves, but I would love to go on a Tarte brand trip. That is my dream. Tripping with Tarte, don't even get me started. It sounds incredible. Oh my gosh. I also really want to eat at this restaurant in Sydney. I would love to go with like, I don't know, in like a pepper mayo dress. I could just see it now out on the town with friends. It is a pretty expensive restaurant, but it's in the Opera House. Oh, my dream. Okay, board number 2 is finished. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think anything beats the first board, but this is a really good board as well. Definitely, maybe like a different vibe. This is more of like a successful vibe instead of beachy, but I'm here for it. I thought I wasn't gonna need the third board, but I definitely am. But, okay, but I'm just so obsessed with the first like board. Nothing could ever beat it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to wake up in the morning and look at these. If anything, like even if stuff doesn't come true, just to look at them, oh, too good. All right. This one already has photos on it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them, but I think I need to because I don't think I have enough photos. Let me lay them out really quick.
And here she goes, laying those Johns down again, creating what she calls her whimsical life.
Unless this is my cash money cha-ching board, I don't really have the photos for it. So I'm gonna say, honestly, I don't hate this though. I'm gonna say that the video is done, that our boards are complete. I am so happy about these boards. Oh my gosh, this one I'm still just like about because why is it the cutest thing on planet Earth? I'm so excited. Oh, I'm just so happy about these. They're perfect. I love them. Ah! My children. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. These boards are gonna be my children. Maybe we'll do like a 6 months check-in and see if anything came true. Honestly, I don't know what would come true in 6 months, but we can see. Maybe we'll do a 2-year check-in and see if anything came true. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.